like to read a story, clap your hands. If you'd like to read a story, clap your hands. If you'd like to read a story, if you'd like to read a story, if you'd like to read a story, clap your hands. Get your heads ready. If you'd like to read a story, nod your head. If you'd like to read a story, nod your head. If you'd like to read a story, if you'd like to read a story, if you'd like to read a story, nod your head. And get your bottoms ready. If you'd like to read a story, come sit down. If you'd like to read a story, come sit down. If you'd like to read a story, if you'd like to read a story, if you'd like to read a story, come sit down. All right, let's get ready. So our first book about kindness is called Kindness Is My Superpower. And let's see what it means by that. I'm Lucas, just an ordinary boy. And this is Teddy, my favorite toy. I like to eat candy. Ooh, who doesn't? Jellies and cakes. Love cake. But sometimes I make some mistakes. That happens. You see, yesterday I was in a bad mood. So I did something very, very rude. I teased my friend Lisa for her glasses and made her cry throughout all of her classes. Aw, that's not good. When I got home, I saw my mom. She put my hand into her gentle palm. She told me, "Honey, your friend Lisa is so sad. What you did was wrong and bad. You need to be kind," she also said. I knew I was wrong, so I bowed my head. "What is kindness?" I asked my mom for advice. She hugged me tightly, not once but twice. Kindness is when you say a gentle word. You can be kind to your sister, a puppy, or a bird. You can be kind to someone who is angry and mad. You can be kind to someone who is unhappy and sad. Kindness is when you respect people older than you. Kindness is when you respect the younger ones too. Kindness is when you help everyone in need. Kindness is whenever you do a good deed. Look, they're all holding hands together. I pondered on her words, and I couldn't sleep all night. I really wanted to be kind and genuinely polite. So I decided then and there, without any warning, that I will become kind in the morning. Oh, that's a good idea. Wonder what he'll do. And in the morning, I was kind. It's true. When Mom made me breakfast, I said, "Thank you." I took off my pajamas, which was soft and red. I put away my toys and made my own bed. Oh, wow. You know, I don't always make my bed, so that's pretty good. On the bus, I showed up the best I could be. I offered the new boy to sit next to me. Oh, that's so nice. I helped him find his classroom too. That was the least I could do. I said hello to all my friends. I even shared my crayons and pens. And then I saw Lisa with sadness in her eyes. I approached her slowly, wanting to apologize. "I'm sorry I teased you yesterday." Lisa smiled and said, "It's okay." I realized that kindness is super cool. So I was kind to beyond just at school. On the playground, I patiently waited for my turn on the slide. And you know what? I felt so happy inside. I was patient and kind, not angry at all. And I found joy in helping a little boy find his lost ball. I picked up the trash even though it wasn't mine. Kindness and good deeds made my heart shine. When I went with my mom to a nearby store, I helped the lady with the stroller by holding the door. And after we bought my favorite toy and treat, My mom and I helped the old lady cross the street. I continued to be kind with joy and glee, and at night at home my dad fell asleep in front of the TV. He was sleeping on the sofa instead of his bed, so I covered him with a blanket and kissed his forehead. That's so sweet. I helped my little sister tie her shoelace. I was happy to see the smile beaming on her face. Being kind isn't really so hard to make. I went to give my lonely neighbor a piece of cake. There's that cake again. I also helped him water the flowers. Kindness does have magical powers. I no longer do the mean things I had done before. I don't tease others, and I don't slam the door. I stopped being selfish, and I shared my toys. I don't shout around or make disrespectful noise. Kindness is something you can quickly learn when you give and ask for nothing in return. Helping others is the least you can do. If you are kind, kindness will come back to you. And here we have a little part that talks about acts of kindness. And it's talking about how a random act of kindness is an unexpected act of kindness done by one person for another without any way to have predicted it. You don't know it's coming. So doing acts of kindness is one of the best activities parents can do with their kids. It's a great way to bond as a family, and it's a lot of fun and teaches us how to be kind to one another. And in this book we also have a lot of ideas for acts of kindness, like giving a compliment, smiling, maybe donating your old books, or picking up litter, or giving a hug. And it's like a little bingo, so you can mark them off. But anyway, the end. That is it for our first book. Next, we'll go to our book called The Love Letter. And I know it talks about love, but maybe you'll see what love and kindness have in common. Hedgehog was late. He did not like being late. It further frazzled his already prickly mood. He'd been grumbling about it to the ground when, looks like he found a letter. He spotted something unusual. It was not an acorn or a leaf or any of the ordinary somethings he came across on his daily walk. It was a letter. This wasn't just any letter. Let's read what it says. Friend, you are a joy, a light, a secret hope, a safe good night, a face that shines just for me. When you go, I miss you so. Don't you know I love you? It was a love letter. My word, said Hedgehog. Someone loves me. Then he tucked the letter into his backpack and went on his way. No. Bunny and Squirrel were already in the meadow. Squirrel was busy gathering acorns, while Bunny busied herself with a nap. Normally, Hedgehog liked to get there first, but today he had a love letter and was feeling oddly cheerful. When Bunny beat him at Leap Log, high five! When Squirrel asked to share his lunch, a pleasure. And when Bunny wanted a friend to walk her home, delighted. Oh, look at how kind he's being, what he's doing for his friends. Hedgehog is being oddly cheerful, thought Bunny. She wasn't in the habit of hugging Hedgehog, but today she gave him one of her best bunny squeeze. She was just about to hop on home when she saw a letter lying on the ground. Oh, another one. Friend, you are a joy, a light, a secret hope, a safe good night, a face that shines just for me. When you go, I miss you so. Don't you know I love you? My whiskers, whispered Bunny. Hedgehog loves me. Down in the rabbit hole, Mama put her straight to work. Normally, Bunny pretended to nap at chore time, but today she had a love letter and was feeling oddly helpful. When Mama said peel the parsnips, perfect. When Sister said set the table, surely. And when Papa said sweep the floor, splendid. After supper, she hopped along to Squirrel's house. Yeah, that's a lot of kind things she did because she felt helpful and loved. I brought you more acorns, said Bunny. Bunny is being oddly helpful, thought Squirrel. Before he could say thanks a bundle, Bunny overturned her apron full of acorns into the pile. Squirrel's neatly stacked acorns came tumbling down. Bunny should be less of a busy bunny, Squirrel sighed. Then he spotted something unusual among the acorns scattered. It was a letter. Oh my gosh, another letter? Ooh, let's read what it says. Friend, you are a joy, a light, a secret hope, a safe good night, a face that shines just for me. When you go, I miss you so. Don't you know I love you? Aw, nuts, said Squirrel. Bunny loves me. Normally, messiness made Squirrel anxious, but today he had a love letter and was feeling oddly carefree. When Mama splashed soup on his napkin, slurp. When Papa left wood shavings on the floor, scoop. When Squirrel's teddy bears were not in size order, snore. The next morning, Hedgehog, Bunny, and Squirrel bundled up and headed to the meadow. If I do not show, Bunny will miss me so, said Squirrel. If I do not show, Hedgehog will miss me so, said Bunny. And if I do not show, I might never know who sent me this love letter, said Hedgehog. No one said a word at first. The letter that had made Hedgehog cheerful and Bunny helpful and Squirrel carefree suddenly made them all shy. Squirrel gathered the courage to speak first. Bunny, he said, pulling the love letter from his pocket. I may not have your gift for words, but... My letter, said Bunny, snatching it up. My letter, cried Squirrel, grabbing it back. My letter, insisted Hedgehog, stealing it away. And on it went, snatch, grab, steal, bicker, until... Look what you've done, said Bunny. You ripped it, said Squirrel. Did not, did too, did not. Excuse me? Who's that? Was that my letter? Asked Mouse. Your letter, said Hedgehog. I'm not sure. What did it say? Friend, you are a joy, a light, a secret hope, a safe good night, a face that shines just for me. When you go, I miss you so. Don't you know I love you? You wrote the letter, said Bunny. But who is it for? The moon, said Mouse. Oh my gosh, the mouse loves the moon. Why does the moon need a love letter? Asked Hedgehog. Because I am small, Mouse, in the dark forest, and the moon is my very good friend. Don't you have a very good friend? Hedgehog, Bunny, and Squirrel looked from one to the other. They were good friends. Friends who shared their lunch and walked each other home and gave hugs and brought acorns. This was all a terrible mix-up, said Hedgehog. The love letter never really belonged to any of us, said Bunny. We shouldn't be arguing over something we never had, Squirrel sighed. Mouse looked at their long faces. When you thought the letter was for you, how did you feel? She asked. Cheerful, said Hedgehog. Helpful, said Bunny. Carefree, said Squirrel. And? Asked the mouse. loved. Then I'd call that a wonderful mix-up, said Mouse. The end. Isn't that a wonderful story to show that sometimes when you feel loved and you know you're appreciated, your kindness also comes out. And they shared it amongst each other. So, all right, let's get ready for our couple of rhymes we have that are kind of kindness related, a little bit love related, but what's the difference? So, this one's a rhyme and it goes, I have a little heart. So, it goes, I have a little heart, and you place that over your heart, and it goes thump, thump, thump. It keeps right on beating when I jump, jump, jump. I get a special feeling when I look at you. It makes me want to give you a hug or two. All right, we'll do it one more time. I have a little heart, and it goes thump, thump, thump. It keeps right on beating when I jump, jump, jump. I get a special feeling when I look at you. It makes me want to give you a hug or two. All right? And then our second rhyme uses our hands, so we can do a little finger play there. So I put my hands together. This is how I start. I curve my fingers right around, and I can make a heart. All right? Put my hands together. This is how I start. I curve my fingers right around, and this makes a heart. All right? Those are our rhymes for today. We got one more book about kindness, and then we're done with story time. So let's snuggle in and listen to our last book called Be Kind. All right. This is Tanisha. Tanisha spilled grape juice yesterday. Oh, look. It's a lot of purple juice all over her new dress. Oh, everyone laughed. I almost did too. But Mom always tells me to be kind, so I tried. I don't think it worked, I said. Purple is my favorite color. I thought Tanisha would smile, but she ran into the hall instead. When she came back, snack time was over. She put on her art smock and didn't look at anyone. I almost told Tanisha that art was my favorite class, but I didn't want her to leave again. So I painted purple splotches and added some green until I had a bunch of beautiful violets. While I painted, I thought about Tanisha. Should I have handed her my napkin? Let her borrow my sweatshirt? Spilled my juice so everyone stared at me instead? What does it mean to be kind anyway? Maybe it's giving. Making cookies for Miss Rinaldi, who lives alone. Letting someone with smaller feet have my too tight shoes. He might want to win races in them too. Maybe it's helping. Putting dirty dishes in the sink. Cleaning up after Otis, our class guinea pig. He's a messy eater. Maybe it's paying attention. Telling Desmond I like his blue boots. Asking the new girl to be my partner. Listening to Aunt Franny's stories, even the ones I've heard before. Being kind should be easy, like throwing away a wrapper or recycling a bottle or saying, thank you, or bless you. My mom says the quickest way to be kind is to use people's names. Hey Carla, what's new, Omar? Good afternoon, Rabbi Mandelbaum. Being kind can be hard too, even when you know what to do. Teaching someone something I'm good at is tricky, even when I'm patient. And sticking up for someone when other kids aren't kind is really hard and really scary. Maybe I can't solve Tanisha's grape juice problem. Maybe all I can do is sit by her in art class and paint this picture for her because I know she likes purple too. Maybe I can only do small things, but my small things might join small things that other people do. And together, they could grow into something big. Wow, what a great idea. Something really big, so big that all our kindnesses spill out of our school and spread throughout town. Wow. Travel across the country and go all the way around the world. I wonder what that would be like if everyone was kind. Right back to Tanisha and me, so we can be kind again and again and again. Look, she's giving Tanisha her painting. And there Tanisha is hanging it up. The end. Alright, that's it for our stories about kindness today. I hope you all love what I read, and I hope that you go out and do a random act of kindness for someone else. See you next time. Bye.